Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
This entire military is one cohesive, dedicated force. And the threats to our nations, they don't sleep. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gabfest show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
The stories he's told, helping out the vets through the dark and the pain. Big Grizz is here to light the way again. It's the Big Grizz Show, where the strong find grace. Lifting up the ones who fought the hardest race. With a laugh, a crowd, and a mission so true. Got your back, a brother in the fight, keeping you on track. Charity and healing, one step at a time. Big Grizz is here for you. Hear that mountain climb? It's the Big Grizz Show, where the strong find grace. Lifting up the ones who fought the hardest race.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Big Grizz Show, Season 2, Episode 1, Season Premiere with my good friend SCOTTIE FRASER. We're going to talk about some fun stuff that we did last year, and we're gonna keep the military side out of it because we've already interviewed him on that. So it's great to be back, you guys. I have a big season coming up. It's I got a few of the Gen 6 guys and females that want to share their story. So I hope you guys want to and stay tuned to and look for these new episodes that are be coming out. And I mean, right now we're going next 5 weeks. I'm talking to somebody that was at January 6th. So Scotty, how was the end of your year last year from the last show to what we did?
Everything's been great. It was an absolute honor to fly to the great state of Washington to meet you in person and to be together to support the veterans at the Old Soldiers Home there in Ording, Washington. Before we kick off, I do want to say a big thank you because I know that you did a lot of the heavy lifting and we worked on everything together, but for you and your family's efforts to get Christmas presents for the veterans there and to support them. There was food and, of course, I did my Christmas performance and my Christmas songs. And it just was an absolute honor, really, to serve my brothers and sisters and really to, spend a few days with you guys. It was an absolute honor.
In that whole thing, the thing that got me the most was the simplicity and the joy that was on those vets' faces. I mean, there was some that were crying. I mean, my pastor was there and he was praying over him as well. And the emotions that they showed, I mean, you can tell that what we did, they hadn't had anything like that before. You could see it in their faces.
It was pretty special. Yeah.
They were having fun. I mean, with the kids, I mean, they were all just having a great time. It was something else. So those of you that don't know, I've known and talked to Scottie off and on for the last year. He's been on my show before. We've interviewed him, and for some reason I had it on my heart that we needed to do something for the Tiny Homes Village. And at first it was just going to be dinner. Excuse me. Then I called Scottie and I said, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing. I was like, what do you think? And I was like, would you like to come up? And there was no hesitation. He said yes. And then he said he had to talk to his wife. So, that's all of us. It was yes.
The first sergeant there. Yeah.
And it was the coolest thing. Along with your nephew and your niece, they ended up talking to our pastor too. I haven't heard anything else from that, but I don't know if they're going to our church or not. But it was a cool thing to see.
Very cool. Very, very cool. It was just great to be able to sing my songs and, stand beside you as y'all gave out the Christmas gifts and, support our brothers and sisters at the Old Soldiers Home.
It was amazing. So now I know you've had some big things coming up and you had a pretty big end of the year. Can you walk us through how last year just went with you on your musical journey to where you are right now?
Yeah, last year got real busy. My album, the Do or Die album that came out 2 years back, has been doing pretty well. For those that don't know, it's a very focused lyrically on time and service and finding hope in the midst of hardship and adversity. And it's kind of a collection of 10 songs, original songs of mine to, try and inspire people to stand strong. That did well. And then I just got right back in the studio. I love being in the recording studio here in Houston, Texas. And I'm kind of marking time with that as these new thoughts, these new songs, these new ideas come out. We go and lay them down with a Grammy-nominated producer in the studio. And we've got about, all through last year, about 8 new songs that over the course of the last year that have been done. Done some USO shows around here and played for the troops on the border, played for an Air Force base here in Texas, and played for some Coast Guard, and doing those kind of things. It's very, very rewarding.
Awesome. So I know we had talked quite a bit, and you were down on the border doing USO stuff. Yeah,
for playing for the troops down on the border. Yeah, it was awesome.
So, quick question: with everything going on now, are you going to be down at the border more now that there's Marines down there and there's active down there and all that?
I actually was on a phone call with somebody just yesterday, and it looks like those things are in the works. That what I can say, what little I know, is that there are a lot of our troops down in that area. That's common knowledge, and the conversation has started about me going down there to play for the troops down on the border again. So I'm just itching to go. I mean, that's totally on brand with what my mission is in music. So I'm ready to go there and ready to sing my songs and serve.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to see some of these videos. I mean, what you do is truly amazing for the vets. And I don't know, I'm ecstatic about it. It's so hard to explain that the love that vets have for vets. I mean, it's truly amazing, and you just don't see it. And for some reason, my button coder ain't working, so now I'm gonna have to talk to the other radio station because I don't know what's going on. It didn't come up. And hey, Patriot Radio, I'm sorry for that. I have it on the button coder, but it won't connect. I don't know what's going on. Maverick, if you're listening, we'll get together after this and see if we can figure it out, because I truly don't know what's going on. I completely lost my train of thought. But
you were talking about the excitement of going down to the border and serving the troops down there with music and all that. So.
Yeah, so is there works in there now for you to go down there now that there's a lot more military?
Yeah. The conversations have started. I'm hoping
good.
to go down a few times to go throughout the Texas border to serve the troops down there with music and go up there and set up all our gear and do our original songs and try and give them some R&R. Show those troops that are away from home that people care. And veterans like myself and our big civilian community that people care about them.
Dude, that's amazing. I'm so glad you're down there and you can bring that, that break from reality almost is what a USO tour is. It gets your mind out of there, and a lot of every one of them will relate to you because you're a vet and you're singing songs. Your songs are so truthful.
Thank you.
To our experiences. The song that you wrote for the Old Soldiers Home, you almost I was close to having tears. It's luckily I'm a big dude and there was other dudes there.
Yeah. I was crying on the inside myself, so you're not alone.
That meant so much to me that you took the time to write a song specified to the Old Soldiers Home for what we did. It was something else. And you guys that are watching, I was live on that. You can go through my YouTube and you can actually find the video of us doing that. It was something else. So
it was really cool. It was really cool experience. And thank you for inviting me to fly out there and be part of this and to do something positive for people. So thank you.
Oh, of course. And I can't wait. We got in the works of me going down to where he's at and being a guest speaker at a place where his friend's speakeasy that he plays at. Mm-hmm. We'll be down there. We're trying. Awesome. I mean, it's getting the funds together and then because we also want to go to Michigan too as well. So,
well, we'll keep that conversation going. And if there's anything I can do to help, direct or support or give advice on how to, get you guys down here and, hotels and stuff would absolutely love to help.
Yeah, no, we'll get it figured out. I definitely want to do that. I've had, actually I just was on somebody else's podcast last night. It was VOPE USA, Voice of People USA.
Okay.
And, it was killer. We're in the works of talking about pushing what we're trying to do together because him and his wife are a single entity on there, and obviously I'm on a radio station or two or three. Once they start working right. But no, we were on his podcast last night for. Well, let's just say it was two vets that started talking, and it went from like a 15-minute thing to about a 2.5-hour thing.
Wow.
But there's a lot going, and they're Dan. I don't know how to say his last name, and I don't want to butcher it, but he knows who I'm talking to. Him and his wife, they're truly amazing people, and they got a huge voice for us and for like-minded individuals, more conservatives, Republicans, where and Christ and everything. They got a big voice on that aspect. And it was a random coincidence that I ended up being on that show last night. There was a friend of mine, one of the guy I'm going to have on here next week. He sent me he told me he was doing an interview. He was we were on TikTok Live last night, and he's like, "Hey, I got to go because I'm doing an interview." And then all of a sudden I get this link. So I'm there watching it and listening, and it was truly amazing. And then all of a sudden I get an invite to this link, and it went to a whole nother level of, it really turned into two vets talking. And it was just amazing.
Awesome.
So these new songs that you wrote, what was your inspiration behind them? Where did it come from? I haven't heard these songs, and he is definitely singing one of them live on this show today.
Well, there's two of the newest songs, and one of which is American Made, and we're going to start working on an official music video for that one. It'll be, American Made is really just, it's an autobiographical song, but it's kind of all our story. I know it's your story as well, Grizz, and it's just about a kid that grows up in the freedom of America with, with opportunity and prosperity, and just trying to do the right thing, and standing by his convictions and the good book, and signs up to serve, and just trying to do his part. And through the challenges of day-to-day life, just tries to stay true to his convictions, and stays, loving this country, and the pride that stays in his heart even through the ups and downs, and just being proud of being American made.
Dude, I love it. I love
it. And yeah, thank you. And the second song is a song called Coming Home. It is a song, really another autobiographical song about when I left Southern California after my service in the Marine Corps, and came out here to Texas, where my wife is actually from. And I had never been to Texas before, but I was coming home. It's a song about leaving everything you know behind you to move forward to a new journey, to a better life and a better you, and that hope that comes with that.
Wow. Oh, I can't wait to hear it. Is it going to bring tears to my eyes? I mean,
maybe a little bit. It's kind of a lot of our stories, So,
I asked that because you say coming home. First thing that came into my mind was coming home from Iraq,
and very much so. That was on the back of my mind as well.
So that's gonna be that's something cool. It's interesting. But hey, you guys, you're watching the Big Grizz Show on Military Broadcast Radio, on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, on my YouTube. I mean, we're broadcasting everywhere. But you guys, I'm going to take a quick break, and we're going to hear Scottie Fraser firsthand with Red, White, and Blue. And we'll see you back as soon as the song's done.
Seen her out in LA playing with the band. In Carolina, dancing on the sand. She's a star that's slipping through my hands, like the ones that fell on Alabama. She's red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. She's my kind of girl, 'cause she's red, white, and blue. She'll get you high as the Colorado skies, and she shines like those New York City lights. As tough as Texas, and brother, she just might knock you to the ground if you start a fight. 'cause she's red, white, and blue. She'll wait there in the harbor, holding up her light. She'll bring a fallen soldier home underneath her stripes. She's red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. She's my kind of girl, 'cause she's red, white, and blue. She's red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. She's my kind of girl, 'cause she's red, white, and blue. She's red, white, and blue.
Hey, welcome back. That was Scotty singing. Obviously, you could see him. Dude, his voice. I told you this when you were here. To me, you sound like David Bowie. Something about your voice is reminiscent of like 80s hair bands to me, and I love it. It's
Appreciate
something
that,
else.
yeah.
It really
Thank
truly
you.
reminds me of David Bowie.
High accolades. High accolades. Yeah. One of the great singers. Yeah.
That's really weird. Huh. I'm getting messages. Can you guys hear me now on TikTok? Because now I don't know what's going on. Why I don't have any sound.
I can hear you from my end.
Well, I know you can hear me, but we're live on TikTok. See, now they're saying now, okay, well, some people can hear me, some people can't. I don't know. It's all over the place. So you got any big plans this year?
Yeah, I'm going to travel to Central Texas in April, and I've already been booked. My summer and spring is starting to book up. We're going to do a big veterans festival for an organization that I support called OP Veteran, and they do a lot of programs and things for our brothers and sisters, and helping them transition to civilian life. I am looking at the possibility of going to Nashville also in April. There is my good man Malachias, and he's a Army doc, and an incredible musician. And I implore everyone to check out Malachias and check out his album on Spotify and what he does. He runs a thing called the Stop 22 night there in Nashville, and they do veteran suicide awareness, a show, a concert to do that, to raise awareness of the veteran suicide epidemic. And I'm looking, hopefully, to go out there in April and perform for that.
Oh, nice. Very, very well. So is it just more USO tours this year?
Yeah, and then I'm looking at getting on some USO stuff throughout the summer. So probably stick around a lot in Texas, but also looking to branch out of state as well as those things come up. So,
Oh, nice. So when you saying branch out of state, are you looking to do USO tours out of state this year?
I would love to do that. I'd love to see you again and come back up to Washington and do something with you. You know, if we could work that out. So that's all. I'm
Hey,
putting it on the table. I'm putting it on the
hey,
table.
I got a lot of events coming up that I'll be doing remote lives, and we talked with Kelly when you were here about coming up for the car show they're putting on, and the big poker run for vets, the motorcycle poker run. Yeah, I want to get you up here for all those, and we'll just do live concerts.
That would be great.
At some place for them.
I loved being with you guys. Loved Kelly, and just supporting your mission of what the Big Grizz Show supports and does. So if we can get me back up in Washington, let's start the conversation. And
you know what's happening, because for one thing, we did the concert last year. I want to double it this year. I want to go a little bit bigger. Maybe have you and another singer come up. Our church already said, our pastor came up to me and he said, "Don't worry about food next year." He's like, "I'm all in on this. The church will provide the food for everybody." So I want to get you up there, and I want up here and possibly have you talk to some of your other guys that you sing with down there and get them up here and have, bigger and better.
Absolutely.
I want to grow this every year. I'm going to start doing fundraising and asking for that and reaching out to people here in the next 2 months. And I'm going to be pushing this like no tomorrow, because I was so happy seeing the joy on these guys' face. I mean, it blew me away that just the fact that it really seemed like they were like had so much gratitude just because we cared about them to do something for them, you know? And I want it bigger and better.
Let's do it.
That's my goal.
Start the conversation. I've got quite a big circle of other veteran musicians that I could pull from to get coordinate people to travel up there and do it bigger and better. I love it.
Yeah, I gotta get with and get coordinated and get like amps and speakers and stuff like that, and probably like a big tent,
right?
And do everything in a big like a revival tent almost.
Yeah, cool.
And have you guys up there singing, and I want this to grow to where maybe 5 years we're at CenturyLink or Lumen Field up here, and we got 60,000 vets in the stands. That's my goal. I keep seeing it happening. I keep having dreams that this is gonna go somewhere else.
Awesome.
And it's something not necessarily all homeless vets. I want to make sure that it's not all just homeless vets that are there. I want just vets in active duty. I want it to be free for them. But, that long down the road, it's going to be very interesting. Okay.
Well, Scottie Fraser and the Scottie Fraser Band is on board, ready to follow you into battle, my friend.
Wow, I'm so confused why I'm still getting messages saying there's no sound on TikTok. I don't understand what
Maybe
I did.
Some glitch or something.
I have no idea. Now I know they can hear me because I got my mic on, but they can't hear you. But I'm streaming to TikTok, so it's extremely weird. I just don't understand what's going on.
It looks like all my settings are up that I'm on. So,
and it's definitely something on my end because I'm live on TikTok Studio on my computer. It's the first time I've gone on there, so I got to figure out how or why the sound's not coming through. I'll have to figure it out afterwards. I'm just so confused. It's kind of weirding me out right now because they can hear me. I'll definitely work on this after. I don't fix your playback. I don't. What do you mean? I mean, do I need to have? Why is it? All right. Anyway, I'll work on it. But So guess what? You guys had snow. Guess what we're getting starting tomorrow? We're supposed to get like 7 to 12 inches of snow in 2 days.
Yeah, we just had a bunch here in Houston, and it snowed for one day, and we're so used to 100-degree weather that it completely stopped our world in our tracks. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. It's absolutely beautiful, you know.
I'm not looking forward to the snow because that means the kids don't go to school. That means Jordan's struggling. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That just means I got kids all the time. It's gonna be fun. We'll see. So yeah, no, I'm not doing that because that's an echo. Well, we'll figure out the TikTok stuff. I'm sorry.
Are you up streaming on your other platforms? Okay, or?
Oh yeah, no, everything's working fine. I mean, see, and this is part of the reason I love going live because you see all the technical difficulties. I mean, that's I love doing it. Let's see. Go into your TikTok settings, the gearbox. Yeah, I'm getting ideas. People tell me what to do. Thing is I don't know where the settings are on TikTok being live. Do I need the sound on? Can you guys hear me now? Maybe that's what it was. I had the sound muted. I don't know. Whatever. It's TikTok. I'll get it figured out. It's just I got plenty of other platforms I'm on. People can sit there. They can see it. And I got, YouTube and all that. It's trial and error. Just starting this is just trial and error.
Yeah.
So is the weather slowed down there?
It started warming up. We're in the high 60s, and one day we were snowing at 20 degrees, and the next day we were 70 degrees. So that's the Texas mood swings of the weather for you. So
that's crazy. Hang on.
We can take a minute.
Hey, we're gonna go to another song. We're gonna play another Scottie song. I'm not sure which one it is, but let me give me a little bit of time to figure this out. It's about a 4-minute song, and then we'll come back and yeah, Scottie. And it is time to take commercial anyway. Scottie will be playing songs soon, so we'll see you guys back here shortly.
Listening to my heartbeat pound as daylight fades away. A haunting old familiar sound. The guns go silent and I pray. I'm reading all your letters. I can't get you off my mind. Smoke the day's last cigarette. Thankful I'm alive. Mine's not to wonder why. It's just to do or die. Mine's not to wonder why. It's just to do or die. Helmet for my pillow. I rest on broken glass. Only heaven knows can this all last? I lived another day, but troubles all around. The guns have fallen silent tonight, but the silence is so loud. Mine's not to wonder why, it's just a do or die. Mine's not to wonder why, it's just a do or die. I look up at the stars, through smoke I see the moon, and I wonder where you are at home tonight, if you can see it too. Another burning city lights the fires in the night. I lie to myself and say that I'm not afraid to die. This war is taking me so far from you, and if we meet again, I'll hold you close and never let you go. But until then, mine's not to wonder why, it's just a do or die. Mine's not to wonder why, it's just a do or die. Mine's not to wonder why, it's just to do or die.
Hey, welcome back. I think we got TikTok fixed. I seen the noise moving, the little bar moving when you were singing, and nobody was. So I think we got it fixed. You guys can let me know on TikTok. Drop a message in there if you can hear me and Scotty. Would be awesome. I appreciate it. So I think we got it. Cool. I know. So you got big plans coming up. We got big plans that we're going to do together. And trust me, H is in there listening, cool. And he's going to be a part of this. Who knows? We might even meet him in Colorado and do something for him in Colorado.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we'd love to do that.
Just randomly show up in Denver and go to the MBR studio and say, "Hey, what's up? We're here."
Awesome. Yeah, do something live from the studio. Hey, can I shift gears just a second and just share something cool that I'm trying to do at the beginning of this year? So I started with my wife a startup record label called Sargent Records.
Yep.
Folks can find us at sargentrecords.com. And as we worked together on our Christmas show at the Old Soldiers Home, at sargentrecords.com, there's a tab that says Operation Help, and those are our programs that we do to help other people. And one of which we've got going right now for this year is our Operation Baby program. And we are partnering with an organization here in Texas called Anchor Point Ministries. And what they do is they support these young teen girls that are pregnant and choosing to move forward, having babies. And they help them with resources, everything from clothes, place to live if they have nowhere to go, and classes, job skills. They help them get benefits and help them get into jobs and become, full functioning as young moms. And what they need is things like diapers, clothes, baby supplies, wipes, and all that stuff. And these young moms and veteran families as well. that we're supporting. So if people could go to sergeantrecords.com, click on the Operation Help tab, and if you so feel, go to our Amazon shop that we will auto direct you to, and you could pick out some things, most of which are not very expensive. If you want to, it'll auto ship to us. We'll get it to the veteran families and to Anchor Point to support these young moms.
So I just put the webpage down there, scrolling across the bottom. You guys help him out. I mean, come on, moms that need help. I mean, that's it needs to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it truly does. And, that's the thing. So I got, some big shows coming up, and I want to do the same thing for these January 6th folks that have been pardoned, because their Cash Apps have been being shut down, their Venmos, their GoFundMes, everything they're trying to do is being shut down, and people won't hire them. So these guys are all, just getting out of prison within the last week and a half, and they have nothing. So I need to figure out how we can help them on those lines.
Right.
It's a lot I want to do, and I got a lot of big shows. Like next week, I got Josh Pruitt. He's going to be on in Conservative Ant. For any of you guys on TikTok that know who he has got a huge voice in the conservative side of everything, along with vets and helping. I've helped him with the Hurricane Melina relief. We did a big thing for that, and they ended up with storage units full of stuff to get to North Carolina. So that's in the process. It's in the works. There's a lot of brainstorming that I got to figure out, and work with these folks to figure out how to do this. They're actually listening on TikTok. There's a few of them. This was very weird, not weird, but it was very good and very, let's just say it was weird for me. I get a random text message this morning, a number I don't know. And they said, hey, this is so-and-so. I got your number from so-and-so, and I would love to talk to you. I'm like, okay. Well, it ended up being a female from January 6th, and I'm going to have her on my show. And my phone number is getting put out to people, to these January 6th folks, because they don't have the voice to get out to anywhere. I mean, the news stations ain't going to put them on there to hear the truth about what actually happened, So I'm going to be that voice. And it was, I've had quite a few people reach out to me now for this. So it's taken me kind of by surprise. But dude, it's pulling on my heart to help these folks. This is another one, like you said, it's a mom, and she's a mom of 3 kids. And, how do you support that when you've been deemed a terrorist by an administration that just, but they're being deemed this, and then, you got the View rocking off with, they're still insurrectionists, this and that. No, they were pardoned of all their stuff. So they're humans. They're Americans. There's nothing there anymore. So you guys need to keep your voices shut, So there's a lot of help that we got to do for these folks, a lot of help. And I need to talk to you offline more about it and get with some influencers that I know to push on to that side of it. So I want to give you the time to sing your songs. I know we got about 15 minutes left, so probably got about 10 minutes in songs to sing roughly. So let us know which one it is, and give us the quick rundown backstory of it. I know you did earlier, but just give us the thought process that brought this into your head to put this down on music, and then go. Okay.
Are you thinking American Made that we talked about, or Coming Home? Do you have a preference of which you?
I want to hear your new songs.
Okay. Well, those are the 2 new songs.
Okay.
I'll do Coming Home. And this is something that was, lightly inspired by time and service. And as you served in Iraq, and so did I, and coming home from there. It's about making a big change in life and, going back and coming to a place where it's going to be the new and the better you, for change and hope.
That's amazing.
This song is called Coming Home. Let me know how that sounds. Pretty good?
Yeah, sounds good.
wasn't long ago. I traded the Sunset Strip for the Alamo, and I took that desert road. On the last train back to San Antonio, and I'm on my way to you. I'm coming home. And I'm on my way to you. I'm coming home. And I wanna get lost between the Gulf of Mexico and the southern heat. And I'm on that desert road, headed back to my Rose of San Antonio. And I'm on my way to you. I'm coming home. Thank you. And I'm on my way to you. I'm coming home. Here we go. About being away, and nothing can replace time without you, face to face. And I took that desert road. I'm headed back to San Antonio, and I'm on my way to you. I'm coming home. And I'm on my way to you. Coming home.
That's amazing.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
That's amazing. So, hey, got a question though. Are you going to change it from Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America?
I think we're going to have to do that. The song was recorded before the election, so I was thinking that right in mid-strum, and maybe we'll go back into the studio and we'll correct that.
Kind of fits. You said that, and I was like, so I was going through in my head. I was like, that sounds like it would fit right in there.
Yeah. And I was thinking about right as I sang that. So I will tell you guys. So the song just came out a week ago. It was recorded about 3 months ago. And I think I did this last time I was on your podcast last year, but that is the first time this song has ever been played in public. And
you did do that last year too.
Yeah. I kind of choose your show to kind of be the first for these songs. So, you know.
Well, thank you. I love it. I mean, that's amazing. Yeah. And I'm trying to remember what song it was. It was one that you hadn't played live yet.
Might have been American Made or something like that.
It might have been. So no, I love the fact that I can play your first live ever music on our show and it get out to those other people. Yeah, I know it's on iTunes and Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff. But live wise, I mean, you guys are hearing it for the first time live.
First
probably
time you heard
acoustic.
it, folks, is right here on the Big Grizz Show.
I love it. So the other one you said was Coming Home, and you said the other one was American Made.
Yeah, we'll do American Made. And if folks want to see a little bit more of what I do, they can go to ScottieFraser.com if you want to pop that up.
Yeah.
And SCOTTI, Fraser with an S. And ScottieFraser.com will take you to all the content, photos, videos, press, and links to Spotify and all that good stuff, and a little bit more of what I do. And this song that I'll close with is called American Made, and it's really a story about a guy, autobiographical story, and someone who's going through the challenges of this life. And Scottie Fraser without the E, my good sir. And no worries, it's all good.
Man, I didn't. You got me.
It's all good. It's all good. We'll straighten that out. But SCOTTIFR.
Yeah, I think I've been putting IE on everything. I think I've been putting IE on everything. Well, now I know. My bad. There we go.
Absolutely.
I got it fixed.
But just going through the challenges and the ups and downs that we've had in years recent, and still holding on to that faith in family, in country.
Oh, I love it.
And fighting the good fight, following your heart and your beliefs, and standing strong and loving this country and being proud to be American, no matter what the ups and downs. And someone like you and me who served overseas and coming home, and things sometimes changing and not being exactly what we thought they would be, but still loving America and being proud to be Americans through it all.
Awesome.
Here we go. He's got a rose tattoo. It reminds him of the girl he loves. And he's got that rock and roll coming from speakers in his pickup truck. He's still proud to say until his dying day, he's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made. Now he's got a wife and kids, and bills that he can't pay. But he's clinging to the good book and a Chevrolet. And it'll always be that way. Until his dying day, he's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made. Here we go. stand up for the colors, and that won't ever change. And when he feels like he's back over there, he turns it up to 10 and lets that radio play. And he's American made, until his dying day. He's American made, until his dying day. He's American made.
Dude, that's, oh man.
Thank you so very much.
Man, the songs, they're so patriotic that the songs that you write, it blows my mind. and they're so to the point for so many people. I mean, that hit home for me. I mean, just being in my truck when I got home from Iraq, listening to the radio, I was back in my country, and I was safe. And that's just, it hits on a whole nother level.
I wanted that song to be all our story. Like, I can't take full ownership for my songs. I write these songs, and but they're for all of us. They're all our story, you know.
It is truly amazing. Well, I can tell you, and the whole point that you were singing is, it kept hitting my heart that to pray over you and your family with what you got going on. So I would like to do that, because I don't normally pray out loud with other people, but it was tugging on me that to pray for you and your family.
Beautiful.
So I would like to, and then we'll end this show. So, Father God, we come to you today, and we thank you for giving us the opportunity to have Scottie Fraser on my show and to sing his songs. And I ask that you watch over him in his USO tours that he's coming up with on the border, and what he's going to be doing with his voice and his music for our fellow vets and our brothers and sisters that'll be on the border. Let his music get to these people and tug on their heartstrings like they're tugging on mine. These songs are truly amazing, and we need a voice like this. And I thank you for everything you've done and how you've brought me and Scottie together. And I just want you to pour your grace over him and his family as he goes into this new season of singing his songs in his USO tours. Father God, we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that.
No, it was the whole time you were singing that, and I'm sitting here and I'm telling myself, I don't do this out loud. I don't do this out loud. But it was like, no, you got to. So
it was put on your heart. It was put on your heart, and you followed direction, and it's awesome.
So I want to thank you for coming on here. I know, we're at our time, and thank you so much for coming up here and singing 2 new songs live that haven't been heard live yet.
Yep.
And acoustic. They probably haven't been heard acoustic either.
Yeah. Well, I've got a show tonight for the League City Folk Association festival in the park tonight here in Texas, and going to get ready to head towards there and go to sound check. But your audience got to hear those songs before anybody else gets to tonight. So, thanks for being the springboard, and let's talk. Let's get back out to Washington and serve some people and see what we can coordinate. And you give me my marching orders, and I'll be ready to roll.
There's a lot that's going through my head. Like, I'm really I want to get vets together, and pretty much, this happened last night, is tour this country as public speakers, and just be vets talking, and the January 6th guys sharing their stories and all this stuff. And I would love to get to the point that we can travel, state to state, and just be public speakers of the stuff that people don't truly know. I mean, I know it's a podcast and it gets out, but you can't beat being in person.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
We got to get you down to Texas here. I will get you on a stage in front of a group of veterans and those that support first responders and America. And we will get you out there and let you speak and get those words out.
Well, thank you. And hey, you have a wonderful day. You guys, you were listening to Big Grizz Show. This is Big Grizz with Scottie Fraser. And you heard for the first time 2 live songs that hasn't been played live for anybody yet. Thank you for watching. And next week, you guys tune in because I got some killer shows coming up. And Maverick, I am so sorry. I tried getting, now that I see you're in here, I tried getting it on the button coder, but for some reason it would not connect. I'll talk to you. I'll give you a call afterwards and we'll talk offline. But thank you guys for listening to the Big Grizz Show and listening to Scottie Fraser. And we'll see you next week. You guys have a wonderful week and God bless you all.
God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us, giving our veterans a voice.